way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Akers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. And this one caught by Max Williams. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray escaping the pressure right. Well, this is caught by Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. To throw is Stafford. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Akers. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 44, Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Stafford's pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Well, they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They find some open field here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
A final shot before half from Murray. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. David Moore, 78 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run with Edmonds. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Stafford now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Stay 50, stay 50. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On 1st down, Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Stafford. Caught by Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act in the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He finds Hopkins complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Murray now. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's complete to Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. To throw is Murray, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the counter. It's Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Stafford now to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Lions, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here. lends me all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blend it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you dig? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her when I shot out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Act slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard